more Elden Ring. Oh, I'm enjoying this more than I enjoyed Witcher 3. Partly because it's better for streaming. But like, I mean, I spent a lot of time criticising the dialogue in Witcher 3, and like, I don't know, I think as I'm getting older, I don't want to sit through quite so much dialogue. I loved it when I was little. And I write a lot of it. It was like, I mean, the dialogue in The Witcher 3 was solid, but it wasn't good enough that I wanted to spend so much time listening to it. I think that sounds really harsh, but like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm enjoying streaming this one because, um, like, like I haven't really enjoyed the games that I've streamed with like a lot of dialogue or a lot of text, because it's mostly like either reading out text or listening to text, and there's not really time or room to do like an interesting critique on that text. That's not a very good way to do a stream. But this one I can just ramble while also like, yeah, killing boars. Where am I? Right, I came down to a forest. Everyone yesterday said I should come to a forest, so I came down to this forest. I found the map, and I found this place, and I went down a lift, and there was a load of men standing in a river, so I left that alone. And I met a man who told me I should go somewhere and do something, and I haven't done it yet. So TLDR, I haven't done anything, but I've unlocked this map. What am I doing now? Oh, and I met this man, Blade the Half-Wolf, who I googled how to find him because he wasn't there. And it turns out you have to do something really obtuse. And he wants me to go here and kill the boss that I found yesterday. I didn't finish the castle, no. I banged my head against the thing underground for quite a long time, the sort of roots dragon worm thing. And the guys in chat said, maybe you're a little bit underleveled for this, because it turns out, I'd only done, like, whatever this is, Western Limfid or whatever it's called. And they said, oh yeah, all of this is also a low-level zone, and all of this down here is also a low-level zone. And it turns out, like, everyone else has done all of this before going to the castle, so I'm just... Like, I enjoy being a bit under-leveled, that's fine, and I'd rather not be over-leveled. But it turns out I'm massively under-leveled, so... I'm going to go do some more exploring. Limgrave, yeah, that's right. Blade is presumably pronounced like Bleif or something like that. I don't know. I don't know my Welsh pronunciations because I'm a savage. Yeah, I met this man, Kenneth, and he told me to go to here and claim this castle for him, and he'd give me a reward. And I haven't done that. And I went down to Siofra River, and that was whack. But then I came back again. So why don't I go to this castle? That seems like a fun thing to do. There's also these bears everywhere, which I showed to my wife. She was delighted. She loves giant bears. And they seem really freaking dangerous. Also, I started buying, what did I do? I bought one piece of, yes, Night Helm. Yeah. Is that actually better? Yeah, pretty much. It's got worse physical defense for some reason. Strange, because it doesn't really matter. So that's what I'm going to spend all of my monies on now. Is a full night outfit. What's this? Godric Soldier's Greaves. Slightly better, but a lot heavier. How do I tell if I'm gonna fat roll? Is there a way to see that on the interface, or do I just have to test it out? I think that's normal roll. Look on the right of the screen, medium load. Oh, I see. Yep. Cool. Thank you. So that would put me up to heavy load, but it would look kick-ass. Was that just a lucky drop that I got that guy off that night in that room? Or does that always drop off him? Is it altered because it's been resized to fit me, or does that mean something else? Lucky. Oh, cool. Because, like, killing knights to farm gear off them. That's one of the sad things in Dark Souls, was that, like, if the Black Knights worked in a really weird way, where you just weren't... You just might not get... As far as I understand it, unless I missed something, like, you kill... There is a finite number of Black Knights in the game. You kill them, they might drop an item, they might not. If they don't, you just might not ever get that item. And that's kind of a shame. I do feel very badass, like, dressed like a knight, riding around. Where am I going? I'm going here. Like, I don't know, yeah, this is very well executed. Like, the fact that you can't use a shield in your offhand, you know, like, it's so much attention to detail, I love it. I was talking last time about, like, I often feel as a designer, like, I feel like I can't prioritize, like, detail. Often I end up doing it anyway, but I always feel a sort of, like, a weird, like, can I justify this? So I love that they're just like, well, no, of course you can't use a shield in your offhand because you're holding the reins with that hand, like. And the game's prioritised like that sense of place and the demi-humans wax wroth. Now their mother's been taken. Where are you, Lord Kenneth? The night bedevilled by blood. That's Lord Kenneth that sent me here, isn't it? Something dodgy going on here. Was there something? Is that something to pick up there? Oh, hello. Got red eyes. What's going on here? Imagine using a weapon that doesn't have a thrust. It'd be a nightmare. No, I mean, like, it's fine. It's an interesting aspect of this game, right? Because, like, it's wonderful that the weapons handle so differently. That you can choose the weapon that you want. I can try them out and they handle differently and I can feel the one I want. But, like, I picked in Dark Souls for a reason. Oh, it's just a stupid message. Oh, what? The shield thing... It's altered because the knight was wearing the capeless version. There's an unaltered one with a cape. Alright, cool. The kiln of the first flame had one black knight of each type, so you can farm them forever. Oh, okay, is that later in the game than I got to? Right, okay. So it was a big deal early in the game, but I guess early in the game you didn't have a strength to wield those weapons and armor anyway, so I guess it probably didn't matter. The shield thing comes from the mechanics. You can use L1, L2 to attack to the left, so you can't use those for a shield. Oh, I see. Okay, so your buttons do different things. Yeah, even so, though, like, yeah, I imagine they sort of, you know, like they worked on that in concert with. Sorry, what am I trying to say? Like you know, they made the mechanics on horseback work nicely. Oh, is this? Aha.
Welcome.
Oh, it's a shopman. Hey, shopman.
Yes, right this way. Right this way.
You sound suspicious.
Valued customer.
You don't have an icon on the map. I'm very suspicious of you.
Trade, please. I'm hungry.
Why don't you eat some of this meat, dude? Got all this frickin' meat. Exceedingly rare to find. I found some of that. It was in Siona's River, I think. Savona's River, something like that. Hand axe. A blue gold kite shield. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, let's get that. I don't know whether I should farm up some souls or something. I hope he can eat now. Where am I going? Going to the castle. Yeah, I mean, so far my attempts to fight on horseback have all been a disaster, and I just get repeatedly mullered. It's not a good strategy for me. I'm going to move the chat at the moment. I'm having to look miles away to see the chat. There we go. NPCs don't get a map icon until you talk to them. Oh, right, okay. Well, yeah, but so one of these guys, Blade, got one even when I hadn't ever interacted with him, and there's one over here I've never been anywhere near. Finger Reader Crone. Don't know what got... Oh, maybe Blade got added because I heard his howling? I'm not sure. It's a bit strange, though. Are those penguins? Okay, fair enough. We have come a long way south. No, we haven't. We're further north than we started. Why are there penguins here? I guess there's no particular reason. Oh wait, they're not penguins. They can fly. What are they? The flying penguins, that's freaking me out. Quack, quack, quack. Billy knows what I'm talking about. All you RuneScape people. Don't know your quack quacks. Be very careful being on a cliff on horseback. It's a goat. It's my mountain goat. I'm assuming that's why they gave it horns, because it's incredibly good at climbing. But yes, also I might just fall off the side. That is definitely a thing that can happen. I wonder if there is a respawn point down here. I would have thought there would have been one based on the layout of the map, but also I don't see one. Is that the same guy I talked to before? Hello? Yeah, it's the same guy. The mounting reminds me of Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 has that same very well executed, like you just sort of leap on and off you go. Is that a spawn point? What am I talking about? Grace, yes, there we go. Nice. See, my instinct led me here. There's another one of those. I could go and have another go at that. I haven't tried to fight one of those giant blob things for a while. Oh, I should probably rest and... No, not designer intuition in this case, player intuition. I do like designer intuition is interesting because like a lot of the time you're like, I feel like they put this here for a reason. There must have been a reason they did this. The player intuition is like, I'll be super grumpy if I get to the end of this corridor and there's nothing here, so I'm going to keep looking at the end of this corridor. But yeah, I don't think my designer intuition is worth much at all in this game because these guys are nutcases. Because they're like, let's make a game that intentionally alienates everyone. Okay, so whoever lives in this place is shooting at the baddies. And they said their mother has been taken, so... And they don't seem to be shooting at me yet. The big empty room, probably a boss. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, this is the sort of incredible insights that you can make. Are you guys hostile, or are you guys friendly? You don't seem hostile. No, you're hostile. Fine. Oh, I like his shield. Oh, I bought a new shield, didn't I? Can't believe upgrading. Oh, okay. Like, I mean, like I say often, like I'm uncomfortable with criticizing the design of this game because it's so alien to the way I would do things anyway. I feel like my criticisms are sort of meaningless, and also obviously it's extremely successful. But I would say that upgrading a shield not increasing its stability is absolutely bizarre. And I don't know why they wouldn't do that because it just makes upgrades meaningless. Oh. Like, I'm totally okay with the philosophy that it's okay to, is this guy gonna, not respawn when I kill him? He kind of looks like a mini-boss. God. Oh, God. He does respawn. Oh, it does upgrade its stability, just not every level. Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, well, that's okay if it does. But I mean, it feels like +1 per level wouldn't be very much. That doesn't seem like an unreasonable upgrade, +1 per level. Because isn't it? It's bordering on like +1 damage per level for ah. Okay, I've forgotten how to play that. 25 tiers plus 25 stability is an enormous amount. Oh, okay, all right, yeah. It was only 10 in Dark Souls, wasn't it? Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I guess there's arguably there's a sort of UX point there about like, but it's quite hard. Like, I won't criticize them for that because that's really hard to do well. But like I looked at the interface and it was like I upgrade my shield, nothing happens. Okay, I guess this is broken then. Maybe I'm just not having enough faith in them. But then that's the thing. They design mechanics that are like intentionally annoying all the time. So it's hard to know what's annoying on purpose and what's annoying by accident. I upgraded my shield recently and it went from 59 to 66. It's very noticeable. Alright, okay. Or maybe I should just go and upgrade it a bunch. I'll do this first. Oh, hang on. Didn't I have another one there? So this one, because this one's a lot better, right? Oh, heavy load though. Oh man. I need to put more points into strength. They should probably get their first bonus stability at +1 so players know it actually works. Yes! That's there. That would be a really good solution, yeah. It always gets +1 stability at level 1. Just to show you that it can get stability. Yeah, no, perfect. Oh, I bought a mace as well because it looked cool. But I haven't tried it yet. Right, so I need to unequip something heavy now. Like these fellas. What are the lightest boots I have? There we go. Be wary of bug. Yeah, I mean it's interesting because the mechanics as you guys have described them to me suggest that like if the only way to increase shield stability is to upgrade my shield a small amount, sorry, like get a new shield or upgrade my shield and oh, hello. That suggests that bosses' stability isn't going to like the stability damage that bosses do isn't going to vary. Oh god, isn't going to vary throughout the game. Whereas my weapon damage increases not exponentially, but a lot. Whoa. Okay. I should have been paying more attention. Apparently, I suck at this game today. Oh yeah, I ordered a new controller. I went out into town today to try to find an Xbox controller. None in Tesco, none in game. None on Amazon. I ended up ordering one from Curry's. I mean, I've seen a lot of people talking about. I know there's been this controversy about whether or not this game gets too easy if you're leveled up. But you guys are talking about like doing the castle at a significantly higher level than I did. Let's get my head in the game. And it sounds like the castle wasn't trivial for everybody, even though everyone was doing it at a much higher level. And so, like Dark Souls was pretty good at like exponential cost for linear increase in effectiveness. Very, very small linear increase in effectiveness. I think that Pumpkinhead guy's gone, is he? I can't tell. Oh no, there he is. Oh god damn, he's tough. He's too tough to have to fight this many times. Maybe there's like a secret entrance. Ah! Oh, I killed there was a boss who was like a man with 2 flails, I think? He was like a gladiator with 2 flails. I can't remember where he was. Oh, goddamn. Ah! What the hell? Bloody hell. Bloody hell. This castle was your first Pumpkinhead. Yeah, I had a boss. I had a Pumpkinhead boss. But I haven't. No, Avernic, I didn't finish the castle. They said I should come here. They said I'd missed like 2 entire early game zones. Although, to be honest, I'm having more trouble getting into this place. Is there like a back entrance or something? Maybe I'll go look for a back entrance. This feels like, intuitively, like this castle is harder to get into than the plot one is. So I feel like perhaps I'm doing this wrong somehow. If I go up this way. I just don't have to kill that pumpkinhead guy again. Someone yesterday said, like, if it feels like you shouldn't have to kill it more than once, you probably don't. I think that is incorrect. Secret entrance. There is no other entrance. I mean, can I just ride past them all and charge in the front door? You're meant to be using a spirit for these fights. Oh, like a summon. Yeah, okay. I mean, from a UX perspective, this is pretty hopeless, right? Because it's like, what is that little door icon that's appeared over on the left there? That's not the you can use summons icon, because there's a different thing for that. What does the door signify? The gate icon means you can summon spirits here, but like the octopus, or like other players. Because I thought it was proximity to a little... Oh. That's weird. Because it doesn't always appear in place... Maybe I'm just completely misunderstanding something, but... I thought it didn't always appear in places where I could do that. Because I was keeping an eye on it, because I noticed that icon fairly early on, but then it disappeared very quickly in most of the places where I wanted to use it. Okay, yeah, I mean, that certainly helps with this guy. I guess there's nothing implicitly wrong with paying a pet class. I don't particularly like okay, so I like it when there's an RPG and you can play different styles in the game, right? But I've chosen to play a man with a sword and a shield. I'm not especially keen on the fact that the game is balanced around me being a conjurer. That's really weird. That feels like kind of an abandonment of the core fantasy to me. That's a bit strange. Yeah. Screw you, buddy. How do I get up there? Because like, there's nothing to me. There's nothing wrong with the RPG fantasy of summoning creatures to fight for you. That's a cool fantasy, but it's not the fantasy I've chosen for my character. So why is it like a mandatory part of the game when the other mechanics aren't? Very odd. Ah! Whoa! Whoa! Ah! Probably should have seen that coming. And that. This guy's badass. I was just coming up here to kill the firebomb. I just wanted to kill the firebomb guy and then go back downstairs again. Ah! Was he the guy I came here to kill? The knights punish if your roll is in range. As in like if I'm inside their attack range and I roll, then something bad happens. Oh, is that when they follow and do the overhead strike? That was a tricky fight. Percy said, Zanarin said spirit should probably be more optional than they feel like. There's lots of places where it's a hassle to do them without a spirit. Percy said, in RuneScape, if I want to play a warrior, why is it mandatory to have summons and herblore potions? I mean, I would say, like, in RuneScape, it's not mandatory. It's a little bit different. Like, RuneScape is balanced, not like... The whole RuneScape economy and balance works completely different. In RuneScape, it's not about, like, no one needs overloads to complete a fight. Overloads are about, like, optimizing your kill times and GP per hour, which is quite a different consideration. But also on top of that, like at a thematic level, RuneScape is like it's a progression game about leveling up as many skills as you can, right? The skills are kind of at the heart of RuneScape, and that is actually something where like our policy on it has kind of changed over time, because early on, like something like 10 years ago, we actually did have a formal policy of not doing. So herblore was kind of a thing where herblore, like having the herblore skill, directly increased your performance through overloads, like because they were untradeable. But we didn't want to do that to other skills. Over time, that policy has changed, and we've said like, well, the thing is, like, if you look at the other skills, they don't do anything. If we can't give you a bonus for having them, then they don't really do anything. Which is why, you know, smithing has an untradeable benefit now. Although I don't think it's been super successful. Because ultimately, like, it's a game about leveling skills, and we want to reward players for leveling their skills. We don't want it to be like, well, leveling your skill gives you a choice to do a different skill. We want it to be like you get, you know, everything you do gives you an advantage, essentially. But I guess in this case, like, it's so, like, I think in this game, like, I don't, you know, my core fantasy is being a knight. I don't have a choice to not drink potions. I mean, I guess I could try and do, like, a no flask run or whatever. I did it! Fortnite. Did I complete the quest? Is that it? Did I just need to kill that guy at the top? I can't choose to not use potions in this game, essentially, unless I'm doing some sort of insane challenge run. But, like, I quite enjoy the core gameplay of parrying and dodging and striking and stuff, and the summons kind of interfere with that in a fairly direct way. Whereas, you know, using a Beast of Burden in RuneScape doesn't interfere with your concept in quite the same way. You could argue that I think I probably would agree that, like, being limited to only a yak isn't great, but obviously you can use legendary pets. There are other options. But at the point where you could only use a yak, I think I would argue that's a similar problem. Like I said, old school is hitting a similar problem with smithing. You mean like there's just no point having the smithing skill because it doesn't do anything. There's no point having mining, and there's no point having smithing. Yeah, it's difficult. I got a Dectus medallion left. Nice, love it. I haven't played Sekiro. I've got two friends who play it a lot and talk about it. So I am familiar with the various ways in which it is different from Dark Souls. Why am I doing this? this wasn't useful. Am I going to die now? Sekiro is perfect for what you're describing. What do you mean? In what sense? Very rhythmic with parrying, attacking. Yeah, I mean, I guess it sounded to me like the. I mean, you've seen how I play, right? I play very cautiously and reactively, even though I'm not very good at being reactive. I'm not very good at being extremely aggressive and like picking the correct strategy for each enemy I fight. And from what I've heard of Sekiro, it's kind of balanced like that, where you really have to be extremely aggressive with your attacks. I like, essentially I played all of Bloodborne, and I barely ever interacted with the mechanic where you can heal by, like, if you take damage in Bloodborne, whenever you take damage in Bloodborne, the exact amount that you got hit for is marked on your hit point bar, and you can regenerate up to that much health by attacking the enemy back, or dealing damage to any enemy, I think it is. So in principle, you never take any damage, because if you do get hit, you just regenerate it all by attacking back. And the amount I healed via that mechanic through an entire playthrough of Bloodborne was basically nothing. Like, it made almost no difference in any fight, because I would just immediately get hit again, or I would back away. Right, I mean, there were loads of warning signs around this guy, so I'm sure this is going to go absolutely fine. Hey, buddy.
I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to recapture my fort?
Yes, it's ace now.
Excellent news, just wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done, my friend, well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward, as promised. Go ahead, it's all yours.
Is it a mushroom? It's a dagger.
Right then, time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish communication with the demi-humans. What's that look? You don't believe me? Well, under the Earth Tree, commingling with the demi-humans is made possible. Even the vulgar shall not be left behind, under the rule of true order. Which is why I, Kenneth Haidt, next in line as the rightful ruler of Limgrave, have sworn to uphold it. Just you watch, my friend. Just you watch.
I mean, he's a little patriarchal, but he seems okay.
Yes. I've been meaning to ask. Would you like to enter my service? I see bright.
I mean, he's basically, he talks exactly like a Marjarat. I don't know why you guys don't like him.
My service and learn the workings of the Erd Tree's true order.
Yeah, sure.
And who knows? Perhaps sometime down the line, the grace of gold will return to those tarnished eyes of yours. What say you? A fine accord.
Is this me joining a faction? Can I change my mind? If I say yes, do I get stuff, or do I lock out other content? Might look it up. No idea what this question means. Should I pledge service? I have absolute zero interest in figuring this out. What's he called? Kenneth. Should I pledge? I typed, and it said service to Kenneth. It's fine to say yes. What's a knight without a lord? I mean, that's fair, but I am a knight in the sense that I wear armour. You should not pledge service to Kenneth. He cannot make you a knight or give you any other special rewards apart from Erdsteel Dagger. There are no negative consequences if you don't enter his service. That's what Google says. I love content where some random shit happens and you have to Google it. This is my favourite kind of content. Like, God knows what's going to happen. I might be destroying my playthrough. I might be ruling out the best endgame reward in the game. I just have literally no idea. If you do not pledge your service, nothing happens. If you do pledge your service, he will ask you to meet him at Fort Height for a ceremony. If you kill him, he drops a golden seed. Oh, there's a patch, which adds more questline. So I should pledge to his service. And then wait until later. Follow a guide. I would say to follow a guide on quest. Yes, totally agree.
Very well, very well. I knew. I shall hold a ceremony. I see. Great thing.
Yeah, sure, dude. No problem. They've been adding new questline steps in patches. Yeah, that sounds a bit unfinished, doesn't it? I mean, that's fair enough because the game's gone down very well, right? It's hard now. It is. I mean, it's hard. I think the weirdest thing that people. I think a lot of like obviously players have a lot of opinions on the games industry and stuff like that. I think the thing that's probably not apparent to players is the weird effect that ship dates have. Players demand ship dates. They're like, where is it? Where is it? If I don't get it, I lose interest. And so game companies have to commit to ship dates just all the time. They don't have any choice. You can't, like, done when it's done just isn't a thing. Or if it is a thing, you get punished by it. Like, there are companies that ship things late and they get punished for it. But software engineering, like any development process, it just doesn't work that way. You can't commit to a ship date. What? Are these things hostile? What? What the hell? Dude. Your followers are the worst. This is the absolute worst castle ever. I don't think I want to be a knight in this castle. It's full of... Oh, they never even did deal with this thing. I don't even know what that is. Some sort of giant dog monster. I don't think I've seen one of those. Dude, your castle sucks. Sort it out. When it ships, it hits 10,000 times in revivals. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's another one that's kind of a little insulting on behalf of the QA team. It's like, how did they not spot this? I mean, yeah, sometimes it is a thing that probably someone should have spotted, and that can be a bit annoying. But I mean, usually it's because it had to hit the date.
You, is it? I suppose you must have seen it by now, yes. The sorry state
Yeah,
of
it's
my
full of
foot.
it's full of your followers.
Oh, indeed, it is a foul fate for a land to be without a ruler. One must be found with haste, and not that awful Godric, but a true and stalwart lord.
Yeah. I figured out I can skip dialogue.
I'm sorry to have, but I haven't the
I'm not. I'm reading
authority
it.
to
But...
raise you to knighthood, the great Kenneth Height. But now, for a true and stalwart, I must begin for a true.
Okay, cool. I can't believe how little post-quest changes there are after this quest. Oh my god. What are the devs even doing? I'm not bothered because I'm already a knight. Like, it literally says knight. I don't know if it actually says it. Does it say it anywhere on my character sheet? Because it definitely said it at character selection. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm a knight. Like, I'm wearing a knight's hat. I chose knight at character creation. I've got a very knightly shield and surcoat. I mean, what, like... My cloak is looking a bit scraggy, but other than that, I am basically a knight. It does press Y in the status screen. Yeah, no, no. Ah, vagabond. What? What? Vagabond? That's not what I chose. I chose knight. Right, well that's done. I can go back down here. Or I could go wander up here. I haven't been up here yet. That feels like there should also be a grace there somewhere. Is this red looks like the place I was told not to go. But I also worked out that you guys are all chickens, so I should probably just beeline straight for it. Have I got any money? How much money have I got? 1800. That merchant had another book, didn't he? Let's go back to him. I mean, my thing says, like, doesn't my armor say, like, Vagabond Knight or something like that? Yeah, Vagabond Knight Helm. So, like, Vagabond Knight is a subtype of knight, and therefore I am a knight. Like, it's just logic, if you think about it. Caelid is a place. Dude, are you still hungry? How are you still hungry? What is wrong with you? Ah, 2,000. What? Okay. I feel like I should buy that. I should also go... Okay, so, like, I mean, this is an interesting problem. So if I wasn't streaming, I would literally just sit and farm souls for a bit in order to buy some stuff. It's an interesting thing about the... Like, it's not a problem with the game by any means, but it's an interesting feature of the way the game's structured that I never... Because you always want to spend all your souls immediately. I never have any spare. I feel like it's kind of designed that I just, every so often, just stop and farm. Because normal progress often results in you, like, just losing as much as you gain. I use my gold runes. No, I've got loads of those, saving them up. Since they don't lose them on death. Why would I ever use them ever? Under any circumstances, they're precious. Precious, precious, precious. They're precious for, like, you know, like I've got 4,000 and I need 4,400 to level up. That's the correct time to use them.
Ah, how nice, Lise.
I mean, I guess I could use one. How much do they give? They give, like, nothing. Where are they, anyway? Golden rune? A small number. That's 200's pretty decent, actually.
How nice of you, Lise.
It's not that small a number. I will just for you, Percy, okay. I haven't checked for crop. Right, what else do I need to do? I need to upgrade my shield then. Am I going to keep this shield? It's too heavy though, isn't it, the shield? I don't know. I feel like extra shield block is actually quite valuable. And it does only weigh £1 more, so I think that's quite a good deal. I upgraded my longsword to +5. I went back to the other place. Do these things have a weight? They don't, do they? I keep a lot of the 200 ones for when I'm just shy level. Yeah, exactly, right? That's the best strategy. Right, I'm going to go up here, I think. Let's see what that is. Oh, what's that? Something up there. Don't... Better shield, better than better armor. Yeah, I mean, I'm blocking quite a lot, right? And I didn't... In Dark Souls, I felt like blocking wasn't especially useful in general, but... Because anything that was worth blocking just immediately destroys your shield, but... Here, I feel like... Blocking is a legit strategy in boss fights, so that's quite nice. Or like, sorry, I think it did work in Dark Souls, but you kind of had to like... Your whole build had to be based around it. You had to be kind of tower shield spec'd to be able to block bosses. Aha! Ooh, fancy. Loads of golden runes to hoard and never use. Yes. Makes me so happy. Am I capped at like 99 or something? I'll use them if I cap. I'm not a monster. Hey, I'm a vagabond knight. I can grave rob if I want to. That's the rules of the vagabond knight. Theo is like a lawful stupid knight. which is also a perfectly legitimate kind of knight, but not the kind of knight I'm going to take moral advice from. Can I get down? Oh, can you just drop an infinite distance when you're on a horse? Because you can just do a little double jump at the end and offset it. Does that just work? Oh, there's got to be something up there. Is that... Do I need to go... There's like a jumping puzzle there. Do I need to do it in order to get over to there, or can I just get down a much easier? No, I could just go up the top, couldn't I, and drop down. So there's no point doing anything weird. This looks kind of intriguing, though. Again, it looks very Shadow of the Colossus-y. I like it. You cannot. I learned that the very hard way. Oh, okay. I thought I did it earlier. Like, I thought I did. Maybe it was just a safe drop anyway. I love the sort of cyclopean nature of this place. It's really cool. I'm assuming, from the sort of hints the game has given me so far, that the sort of architecture is going to get weirder as the game goes on. Like, it started out pretty mundane, which I commented on, you know, to start with. Like, there's not much going on here, but then I'm assuming it's going to just gradually get stranger. The Dark Souls started out pretty strange and then got stranger. There's a lot of dead wolves. That's interesting. Oh. Weird. He's got a... Oh no. I mean, I'll go in there and fight him. Is he taking... He's taking a bit of damage, right? It's a cool scene. Hey, Faladak. I feel like I ought to be doing something, but at the same time I'd rather not get involved. Is that bear healing? I'm sure that bear was at half health a minute ago. Crap. I'm helping. Oh. What? I could summon a minute ago. Oh, hello. Oh, maybe I should have been doing this while he was fighting. Well, last time I just got hugged a lot. Is there a stat for how much stamina you have? Is that one of my core stats? Ah, whoa, 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 whoa. Endurance is stamina and equipment. Wait, what? I need some of that. What the fuck? I feel like I should be better at fighting these crap, drink! These things are very dangerous considering how many of them there are. It's just I don't know, I guess like the overworld has changed from like just like you just have fun wandering around into like Oh, I guess I'll die then. I like the general balancing of the game. That was the thing that I didn't like Dark Souls at all initially, but then one of the first things that, when I finally got into it that did impress me was just like there's an interesting problem with RPGs when single enemies aren't a threat, so you have to kind of crowd the player with stuff in order to threaten them even slightly, which depending on the game can feel very appropriate or very inappropriate. It really depends on the game. But like, so Star Trek Online, for example, is horribly balanced, where like you as a player in one like small escort ship have like routinely just take on and destroy like whole fleets of battleships, because the way they've built their mechanics means that a single battleship is absolutely zero threat to you, which is a real shame. And so it does impress me that like a single enemy is a threat, but like, you know, a single enemy is a threat in this, and it doesn't need to be like it doesn't need to be as big a threat as that bear. That feels a bit, I don't know, maybe I'm misunderstanding something about the balance, but it feels like a mini boss. It doesn't feel like a trash mob. I got my souls, didn't I? Is there just nothing down here? Is this just like... Oh, the lilies are the reward, are they? Because they're supposed to be rare. Oh, I get souls for things dying when they're nearby. Oh, did they stun him? Oh, nice. Whoa. How did they stun him without actually hurting him? Up your butt. Where's the sweet point? Is that a sweet point? Oh! Oh yeah, they poo gold, these things. At least I assume it's them. I don't know why they poo gold, they just do. Yeah, I think I probably would have balanced the crits to do slightly more damage given how hard work they are. I don't know, maybe I'm misunderstanding something that doesn't. But like, I shouldn't have to build a build to have a mechanic not look silly. There should be a... Because, I mean, that's the thing the game does well, right? Is that there's a relationship between how impactful something feels and how effective it is. I'm gonna die again! Bloody hell. Maybe I should just not fight him. Yeah, it doesn't feel... Oh, so like the best example I've ever seen of this was Dungeon Siege 2, which wasn't a very good game, but it handled crits incredibly. Because you had like an ability. You had like, if you started as a warrior, I can't remember if I had classes or not, but I started whatever it is I started as, whether it was the warrior class or just what you start as. I had this ability which was like, on a 30-second cooldown, your next attack deals 700% increased damage. And they'd set it up with a normal sort of thing, so like, the more overkill you do, the more the enemy goes splat. So you would activate this ability to do 700% increased damage, and then the next enemy you hit would just explode all over the screen. And that was incredibly satisfying. I get the impression I should just leave this alone. I think it's probably not worth fighting. Let's go somewhere else. I'm using one of the worst crit weapons in the game. Well, I checked, and like my sword is like crit 100, isn't it? Yeah, crit 100, and I've got a dagger. And that's crit 110. Where's my dagger? There's a dagger somewhere. Here, dagger. Oh, 130, okay. Even so, that's not significantly better. Like 130 is, well, that's an extra. Assuming that's a multiplier or something like that, then that dagger is going to do less damage. It can't just be a multiplier then. Ah, what's this? Church of Marika. Marika's the one on the statues, maybe? Huh. Yes, sacred tear. Oh, I need that. I need a sacred tear. What are you? Flask of wondrous physic. You can find crystal tears at the bases of minor Erd trees and elsewhere throughout the lands between. At sites of grace, you can mix 2 crystal tears into the flask of wondrous physic. Oh, interesting. Could I have got these from... There were several places where I like fought bosses, and there were like these weird tree root things with corpses on them. Do I need to go back to those? FromSoft games have hidden motion values attached to weapon attacks, which is why heavy attacks do more than light attacks. I think some weapons have a very high motion value on crits, even if it isn't shown. Oh, so like a critical attack is like a very slow attack or something like that. Right, so what do I do with this flask thing? You don't need the flask to start getting tears. You don't have to go back to anywhere right now. Okay, cool. Okay, so but I could increase my amount replenished, right, by using a sacred tear. And I might be able to add... Oh, use 2 gold. I don't have 2 golden tears. If you're talking about catacombs, graveyards, don't worry about that. It tends to be slower attack, has higher motion. Yeah, you'd expect that from a DPS point of view, right? And I guess so. Like normally in the type of RPG I work with, like because there's no, or usually there's no skill value attached to the speed of an attack, so you just equalize them so that the DPS works out the same. But in this game, because they're like hitting with a slower attack is implicitly harder than hitting with a faster attack, so you can balance it so that the DPS isn't the same. But even so, you don't necessarily only use slow attacks. Right, what's a wondrous physic? Is this like a consumable system, or is this a like am I making myself like permanent potions? Lux said you might have an option to talk to someone here at your bonfire. Talk to Melina. Oh, hello. They are not consumable. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah, consumable.
Words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish.
I'm pretty sure you are Queen Marika, person with the same name.
Very well. In Marika's own words, my lord, and thy warriors, I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dim, ye will be driven from the lands between. Ye will wage war in a land afar, where ye will live and die. Well, perhaps that might serve you in lieu of a maiden's guidance.
Not especially. No idea what you're talking about.
Shall I turn your rune? Let my hand share them with me. Your thoughts.
So what? So I need more endurance. This is what I need.
The principles you would follow.
So I need to level up. I'm not supposed to touch ladies. Someone told me. Touching ladies is dangerous. done here? Because I'll just carry on going this way and see what's there. Well, part of the reason I was keen on getting strength was I assumed it would increase my carry load. So if there's an entirely different stat for carry load, I need to be able to wear full knight armor, right? Like, I'm not super bothered about leveling up, but I definitely need to get all that knight armor and wear it all. Is there a dungeon round that corner? Probably not, but maybe. More strength if you ever put points in different stats. Boo. Yeah, I know. Right? Only strength. I agree. But, on the other hand, I haven't gotten a Black Knight sword yet. If I find... does the Claymore have a thrust when it's wielded in one hand? I can't remember what I ended up using in Dark Souls. But if I could find a two-handed sword with a good thrust attack that I can wield in one hand, that is what I would use. Oh, someone's messaging me at work. I should probably check what that is. Ah. The joy of work from home is that you're never quite off work. Great epee is a heavy thrusting sword. Yeah, I mean it's useful to have both a thrust and a slash, right? Where should I go next? I could go explore the well a bit more. I could go up here. See what that is. Oh, good. Oh, I could go and kill that that boss thing. I'll go do that. You little monkey. Get off. Best strategy. I kind of want to go and touch the teleport trap, you know, the teleport trap. And see what happens. Can I teleport while I'm in combat? Yes, I can. Cool. I just found the reach on the slash. Like, I tried using a broadsword for a bit. And a falchion for a bit. And just because they don't have that, the thrust, you're so limited in what you can do in combat. It feels very strange. I couldn't see any particular reason to use those weapons when the longsword gives me such a good reach. Please shoot me. So am I supposed to summon that guy? Do I summon him down here? Or do I summon him up top? I don't see anywhere to summon him up here. Guess we'll go in. Enemies have different melee resistances. So like, you mean like slash and... I don't see anywhere to summon. Yeah, there's a specific guy I met, that Blade guy. The other way. To my left. Oh, that thing that looks like a... Was that working? Did that not work? Oh, there he is. Oh, great, dude, thanks. Thanks for showing up. Let's get a drink. You know what? There probably also shouldn't be 3 completely different mechanics that are all called summon. I think are they all called summon? Or are they called something weird? Spirit. You can also summon people who attack you. Yeah, exactly. Like there's just loads of different summoning mechanics. I mean, I guess so. Like, because in Dark Souls and Bloodborne, the conceit was that you were summoning other, whatever they were called, hallowed from other parallel universes or something, and So that was consistent, like the PvE summon and the PvP summon were consistent in their theme.
Daru,
But in this
killing
case,
yourselves no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
he's not from a parallel world, you know? Like, hey buddy. Well, that's quite a bit easier. It does say he's returned to his world, but that feels like not. That man had a family. Did he though? I think his family were probably just as monstrous as he was. Everjail fights are very much not balanced around having fights. Well, I mean, hey, you had a quest to go there.
There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize.
Yay, a smithing
Oh,
stone.
yes. If you venture north to Rea Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon.
He talks nice and fast. I don't feel like I have to skip his
That's
dialogue.
enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways. That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted.
He does have an odd voice. Did I pick up my souls while I was in there? I can't remember. Don't know. I didn't get any for killing the boss. Or if I did, I hardly got any at all. That's weird. They're not worth very much, are they? They're outside the jail. Oh yeah, so they are. Yeah, cool. Is that always the case? Or is it just like were they out? No, were they outside the jail when I died, or was it just because I killed him and closed it that they were outside? Right, what am I doing next? I need more souls. Well, I was going to go here, wasn't I? No, I wasn't. I was going to go here. Blimey, that's a long run. Do you think I can climb up? I can probably climb up, can't I? Oh no, hang on. This is the wrong place completely. Oh, I was going to go open. Yes, I was going to go open the chest, the Patch's chest. Wait, is this the right place or is this the wrong place? Oh, this is the wrong place. Where's Patch's? Patch's is here. Yeah, what was? I can't remember what was down here, but I completed it. Did I? Yes, I did, because it was confusing because it had a. It had statues of that weird animated statue boss, but the end boss wasn't one of those, which confused me. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't one of those. Okay, so that's not where I want to go. Enemies like this, very stony hardware, strike type weapons. When you say strike, do you mean blunt? Like a mace? Let's go here to... Right. Is that what the game calls it? I don't think strike is a very good word for blunt. Yeah, strike. You know what you do with a sword? You frickin' strike with it. Standard. Oh, good. Standard and strike. Not slashing. Not the fucking slashing and blunt, but standard and strike. That's absolutely awful. What on earth? Ah, that makes me angry. I take a lot of care to name things, except Shadow Anima. And that's very annoying. I feel like I should use this mace for a bit then and try it out. Oh, standard and slashing aren't the same thing. Alright, good. Perfect. Because slashing is like a curved sword and standard is like a straight sword. Something like that. Wait, why does that make a slash noise when I hit with it? What? Or was that his noise? That was a disappointing first mace experience. Crushing, yeah, crush is nicer than blunt because it's more expressive. crushing damage sounds better. Right, so I'm going to go over and touch this chest, which you guys told me that I should not touch without when I wasn't on the stream. Ensnared in a transporter trap! Oh, man.
Well, well, well. I should have known, you skipping little thief.
The gods demand vengeance! Vengeance!
Oh, is that it? This patch is now hostile. I meant to show my wife that bear because he was actually scratching. It's quite a convenient way of getting here, really. Right. Where else was there? I could go do the other. I could go do the other teleporter trap in the Dragon Ruins. Because that's going to put me somewhere in here, right? And then I'm going to have to find my way back out again. That sounds fun. I'm going to go do that. Unless someone tells me not to by the time. Oh, you've been trapped. You cannot travel to High Site of Grace until you rest upon it. Okay, sure. Is that... Does he teleport you to different places? Is it random? Always do it. Those things are so fast, like they chase in a straight line. Can I not rest here while I'm in combat? I thought I could clear combat by resting, is that not true? It can send you to much... Oh, right, sorry, yeah, that's okay. What's it... What? he's reluctant to chase me, but he's not given up yet. Oh, I can't be on torrent, okay, yeah. Alright, let's go to... this one. I was talking to Mod Raven about it, and he said he triggered this trap and just got sent somewhere horrible. I was quite grumpy about it. He's generally quite salty about this game. It's very much not his kind of thing. He's like a play on easy kind of guy. Weird little nut thing. Alright, where was the chest? It was down somewhere. Oh! Oh, I probably ought to go do some smithing before I do this, actually, if I'm going to get teleported somewhere. I mean, on the one hand, you are innocent, but on the other hand, you are also evil. The circle teleport things don't trap you like the one by the church, they're just a one-way teleport. Oh, I didn't notice a circle teleport. Where am I going? I need to go here, don't I? He's a dragon cultist. Is he a dragon cultist? He did seem quite dodgy, hanging around in a dragon ruin. Oh, did I meet you before?
Good to see you again. I have you to thank, don't I? I can happily announce I'm as yet unsure.
Oh,
I
right,
might
she's
be able
moved,
to
okay.
help you. And if there's any chance to ease the... Well, I certainly... Roderica, the Spirit Tune Apprentice.
What does that mean? Spirit tuning? Oh, okay. Cute. So I could make my jellyfish stronger. That seems like something I might as well do. Wait, what's this? Oh, equipped ashes, right, I see. Yep. Special ashes. Banished Knight Engval. Oh, should I be using him instead? No, because I don't have enough FP. I'd need to up my FP. Is this something, again, where I shouldn't worry about it too much, because I can easily get more of this grave stuff later in the game? So, like, should I just upgrade my jellyfish without hesitation? I'd rather upgrade this guy and summon him instead. He seems ace. Oh, he wants Ghost Glove Wart, and these guys want Grave Glove Wart, so they're not conflicting anyway. Oh, but I don't want to spend all my souls, actually. Oops, never mind.
Well, I took you for dead. No matter, it's lay out your arm. I spoke with the girl. She has a gift, so I told her I'm indebted to it. It was all I could do. I'm sorry I did.
Weird guy. Right. So I don't have any more Smithing Stone 2s, but I do have some more Smithing Stone 1s. But I don't have any more Smithing Stone 1s. Okay, that's interesting. Is that showing? Ah, okay, yeah, so that the guard boost still hasn't upgraded. But it will again at level 3, okay. Right, so I just don't have enough Smithing Stones. Never mind. I thought I picked up loads, but they must have been higher level ones. Get glove work from catacombs and catacomb-like places, they're not too hard to find. Okay. How do I upgrade my FP? Is that from like mind or something? Because I'd much rather, like, if I can summon a big knight guy, that would make me much happier than summoning a jellyfish. I mean, I like the jellyfish, but I don't identify as a jellyfish summoner, so I find it a bit odd. Right, where was I going? I was going back here. So that accomplished nothing. Never mind. It's all good. Oh, how am I doing for, like, souls? Got 2,000 of them. Good to spend some, wouldn't it? How much do I need to level up? 2,800. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's use some of these things. Use selected number. Oh. Boom. Up. We want some endurance. Well, so what would mine do for us? 4 points of FP, so I'd need to level up 6 times in mind in order to be able to summon that guy. That's quite an ask, to be honest. But I definitely need to get some more endurance. That's obviously the priority here because I need to be able to wear armor. Weird decision they made to make attunement slots their own mechanic. What do you mean by what's attunement slots? Are those the summons? Attunement slots are spell slots. Oh, okay. So can I equip a spell as well as my other stuff? Because I just haven't looked at the spell mechanics at all. Right, let's go. We're going on an adventure. Oh, I had some treasure. Wait. Oh, that's the other treasure. It's the wrong treasure chest. That's not an adventure. That's treasure. That is not the kind of treasure I was expecting. Treasure chest I was expecting. So where's the bad treasure chest? Here it is. Yeah, you're bad. You feel bad. Stop being so bad. Stop having evil dogs. This is a dog police. Ah! No, stop having evil dogs. That is not what I needed on the way into the place of horror. The twin blade is a double-ended blade like a lightsaber. I am not a fan of twin lightsabers. It was a cool gimmick. It was a cool gimmick for a single shot in a trailer in The Phantom Menace, right? So everyone saw it in the trailer, so it wasn't a big deal at all. And then it's just like such a weird weapon. Like they got hit in the middle of teleporting. That's perfect. All right, so where's this going to send me? Somewhere awful. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's so many weird traditions in. What that is. Okay, where am I now then? Oh, hello. This is a weird place. Oh, interesting. Not where I expected to find myself. How tough are you? Fairly tough. Oh. That didn't start well. This place is cool. What the hell's that thing? Is that like a shrimp man? Switch to your mace. Yeah, I probably should have upgraded the mace, but I don't have enough of the level 1 stones. I was thinking about using the mace, but I didn't upgrade it. Oh well. Guess it's fine. Be interesting to see how different. I guess yeah, because +5 isn't actually much different, is it? What else have I got? Flail, hammer. So I respawn here, so presumably I can pick up my souls. Yeah. Bonk. Yeah, that's quite a lot more effective. Whoa! Is that what killed me last time? Ah! Blimey. Love it. I'm on an adventure. I'm having a good time. I'm having fun. Should also probably go to bed at some point. Okay, do I need a sharp weapon to kill those things? They kind of look like sharp weapon baddies. Ah! Wow, I haven't fought one of those for a while. That was a big deal in Half-Life 1. Bloody hell. Yeah, I can see Raven not enjoying this. That's the thing about Half-Life 1, right? I didn't like Half-Life 2. And there were good things about Half-Life 2. It was really good in places, but as an overall I didn't like Half-Life 2, which is a shame because Half-Life 1 was like such a revolutionary computer game, and one of the things it did incredibly was that, like, at the time, enemy design, and to be honest now actually, was pretty mediocre. Half-Life's enemy design was incredible because every enemy had to be fought in a slightly different way, which is actually not that common in an FPS. Motherfucker. He's great. I'm not 100% sure what to do though, tactically. Like, I guess I could run out, annoy them, run back in again. Yeah, but so, and one of the enemy types, the basic enemy soldiers in Half-Life 2, in Half-Life 1, sorry, could shoot around corners. Because at the time, like, popping in and out of corners was just the only thing that anyone did in FPSs, and so they fired these like they fired these bees that would home around corners and get you. So you had to like run out and attack them. You couldn't just hide from them. You think just running away is probably the best idea. Well, that wasn't the way to go. That's not the way to go. Oh, they're not hostile. Oh, no. In general, I'd prefer to just kill stuff. Oh, is that it? Is that the way back? Is that like, I can now teleport because I reached the thing? Yeah, it probably wouldn't have occurred to me to try running away. It didn't seem like the right strategy. It's interesting thinking about that thing with Half-Life because, of course, like the problem they were trying to solve, that people just pop in and out of cover, eventually just became the entire mechanic of the cover shooter genre, where you were supposed to pop in and out of cover. And then actually with, what was it, Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein kind of kicked off the military shooter genre, which obviously became a big deal with Call of Duty later on. And, oh, this place is pretty cool. What am I trying to say? And in the military shooter genre, like, all the enemies are like the same. That's just how the game works, right? You just fight endless guys with assault rifles. Occasionally you get someone with a shotgun that you have to deal with in a very slightly different way. Occasionally you get someone with a missile launcher or a sniper rifle, but for the most part you're fighting like a million identical guys. Is there anything good in here that I can get, or am I just sort of... should I just run away for now? It does seem like quite a dangerous place. Nope. Yeah, I mean, as traps go, yeah. Sorry, I mean, I guess I can't say that the trap wasn't too bad, because you guys did tell me how to solve it, essentially. But, yeah, that's not too bad. I'm not sure how to engage this, though. I guess I need to equip both at once, don't I? But then I'm going to be heavy. But also dodging isn't really helping in here, so it doesn't really matter. I think. How do I still remember how to switch items? Yeah, like that. Because I really need to just get up to this guy straight away and just... Oh, Jesus! That's cheating! What the hell are you doing? Where did they come? That is brutal. I don't think they need slash. I mean, they weren't taking very much damage from blunt. Should be able to use anything. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Seems like it's going to be pretty hard work. Yeah, look, he's taking probably no damage. I'm sure I did more damage to him than my sword, imagine. Also, I just can't fight with the mace, like I don't know what I'm doing. I think I might leave this for now. This doesn't feel like somewhere I'm supposed to stay and clear out. Just that would be my take. Need to be high level to tackle it. Yeah, that makes sense. Is there anything that I should just run in and try and grab, or? Seemed like there was anything around. I don't think there was anywhere else I could get to, was there? The glowing rocks are smithing stones. Oh. Ah, nice. Ah! Oh, I survived somehow. Can I go pick up more of those smithing stones? Yeah, I don't know how I survived that. Doesn't seem like I didn't really feel like I deserved to live through that, but I did. They don't respawn, but there's a few of them. Yeah, I noticed a few as I was running around, but they didn't look lootable. Is that what these guys are mining for, lore-wise? Looks like there's one on the other side of this. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Don't need smithing stone 5s though. What do glint stones do? Come, pick the bloody thing up. Or just don't and die. That works too. Yeah, I don't have much use for smithing stone 5s. I could do with a few more 1s. I need to find a thing. There's like a special thing that I have to hand in to someone in order to unlock the ability to purchase smithing stones, I read when I looked up whether smithing stones are infinite. But then on the other hand, I don't have... Do I want to go back in and get my souls? Yeah, I do. Love souls. Glintstones are sorcerer. Oh, like for upgrading spells. Okay, yeah. Sounds like peasant stuff. A noble knight does not concern himself with such matters. Oh. Yes, yes. Okay, I'm out of here. Maybe. There's a mine with low-level stones on the shore of the lake you were at. Oh, the Dragon Lake. Oh, I explored around there looking for places like that. I must have missed it. Let's go find it. That sounds like a much more fun place to be. Down here. Oh, is that there? Is that what that is? Let's go there. Cannot travel to sites of grace from this location. Oh. Interesting. I need to be outside to do that, right? So I need to find... Do I need to find a site of grace outside, or do I just need to walk out the door? I guess I should explore this zone a tiny bit, shouldn't I? Just to see what's out here. Looks pretty fucking grim. Yeah, I kind of love it. I mean, it's a bit kind of grey and grisly, but I think I would have preferred if when I walked out the front door I came straight here rather than a boring green place. Are they like the large versions of those little things I was killing in the pond? Land squirts. Doesn't look like anything I really want to interact with. Oh, there's another one of those invisible things. Is there something horrible in this water? Swamp of Aeonia. Are you attacking me, buddy? Is this something I need? Erd leaf? Faded erd leaf. It's like a big castle here. I don't want to enable you, but Torrent can safely move through poison swamps. Oh, interesting. Guess that's a bit unintuitive. Celia, Tower of Sorcery. I can't open my map now. Is that because I'm in... Oh. Ah. Interesting. The land squirt's trying to kill me. Are they very slowly following me around, squirting gas at me? Yeah, I assumed it was an enemy, but it wasn't really clear whether they'd engaged me or not. I guess they did squirt gas, didn't they? Ah, there's some treasure down there. This is old Bergenworth type place, right? I assume. Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go to a nice mine. See if I can fall down from here. I miss the halcyon days of just farming the knights over there. Is it safe to fall down? Do you think? It's not a very long drop. This is probably safe. How are you supposed to know what the enemies are called? Like, how do you learn their names? Because they don't seem to give you any information in-game. Like, I could fight that thing and kill it, and it wouldn't at any point give me any information on what it was called. Ah! Lots of enemies have ashes. Ah, right, so you can summon them. Yeah, that makes sense. Limgrave Tunnels. Oh, it's like I missed a tunnel there. Is that just a bit? Notes from merchants sometimes give them names. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Actually, I didn't. I bought some stuff and I didn't read it. Probably should have read it. What was that? Like I bought some like notes or something like that. What's that under? Info. Oh, okay. Look, turns out I had that all this time. Cross the highway bridge and follow the animal trail. Someone lurks among waypoint ruins on the roads through Limgrave. That's staggeringly useless. What on earth is that supposed to mean? That could mean literally anything. That could be someone I've already met. Land squirts are soft when they touch the ground, and poison will cause them to rupture. The heads of stone digger trolls bear old wounds. A stone digger troll's the big things. I don't think I've fought one of those yet. Some notes say things like to the west. So they're nonsense if you don't read them right away. Yeah. Yeah, that's not very helpfully written, is it? Try slashing. Are you bad? Are you a bad man? Or are you a good man? And nick your smithing stone, mate. No, I didn't. That's great. Why didn't you just pick it up? Why are you hitting it so hard? You should just try picking stuff up. It's way easier. Just press Y. Oh. What are these things? He wants the whole vein and not just the visible part. Yeah, okay, that does make sense. But, on the other hand, that sounds like peasant work, and I'm a knight. That guy had a smithing stone. Goodness me. How exciting. These are mace enemies. Of course they are. I wonder what they are. They seem like they've got the same weird stretchy necks that the commoners in the castle had, but they've also got like red skin for some reason. Oh, okay. Another floor down, because that's the way the boss is. Pretty cool though. I like that there's a bit, I mean, smithing stone is a really rubbish thing for this stuff to be called, but I like that there appears to be a kind of economy going on. It makes sense that if there's a kind of stone that you can use to upgrade items, then they would be farming it. That does make sense. They could have called it like carborundum or something, and that would have just been cooler. I didn't realise carborundum is silicon carbide, because silicon carbide is the coolest thing ever. Yeah. That looks like something I want. These mines are interesting because they're made from like 30 pre-made parts and they don't reuse parts very often. Like, you mean like normally their levels are handcrafted, but this one isn't handcrafted. Oh, I've just got an email from Curry's saying items from your order are, could mean dispatched or could mean unavailable. On their way. A new controller? That's really exciting. It's just a dead end. Each dungeon usually has all bespoke bits, whereas mines share all their parts in the various mines. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough, really, isn't it? For a mine. You've not seen, like, genuinely, this controller is literally disintegrating. It is horrid. I mean, I've been in 2 different boss rooms now, which were the same room, right? It was that weird room with the roots at the end and the corpses piled up in the roots. I've seen 2 of those now. Yeah, I went out into town today to try to buy a controller and couldn't find one anywhere. I could get a cheap wired 361, but everyone tells me that the Xbox one is nicer. Has a lore reason for being like that with the corpse roots. well, when you say there's a lore reason, you mean like the roots of the Erd tree is a whole mechanic, right? But is it the case that the rooms have to be identical, or is it the case that they just all ought to have those roots in them? Because if I recall correctly, the pile of, I mean, maybe I didn't check carefully enough, but I'm pretty sure that the pile of corpses was basically the same pile of corpses. Hey, ready? Yes, more smithing stones. I like this as a. It's a bit odd that it's like this is fairly hard to find because you have to get past the dragon to get to this. So even though I did explore the lake a bit, I ended up not coming here. Oh, is that it? I kind of assumed there'd be a boss at the bottom. So it's nice. It's nice that there's a It's nice that there's like a place where you can come to get some smithing stones. It's a bit weird that it's so hard to find. It feels like a good reward for a low-level dungeon. There will be a boss. Am I done here? I mean, like you know, I was mentioning earlier about like weird, forlorn, lost places. I like that there's this weird little hut down here, but I don't really understand why it's here. It makes me think of the Stranger Didn't Play Control. There's like you go down to the cellar in Control, the basement, and it's just completely infested with fungus. And then they've got this little weird little hut on sticks, and there's just some guys just living in it. Like, oh hey, mind the fungus. Something going to attack me on the way back out. That felt weirdly anticlimactic. Yeah, I'm quite excited at the thought of having a new controller, because this controller's so horrible. And also pretty sure the buttons stop working properly. Everyone's gone very quiet. Yeah, oh, there's a ton. Ah, do I have to roll off to get to that? Is that a secret? Boom. I thought I saw that from the entrance. Oh, look at the size of that guy's sword. I want one of those. How did you die in here? Oh, did you just fall down? I suspect you're not going towards the boss. So, did I miss something down the bottom? There's another halfway tunnel on the second elevator. Ah, is that... too high up? Yeah, it wouldn't have occurred to me to go back and check for that. Yeah, this is why it's good. This is the whole thing, right? This is the ethos of the game. Is like the game is full of hidden little things that you're supposed to find by yourself. But then, right, where is this tunnel? Can I see it? There's a platform just there. There's 2 platforms with possible off tunnels on each lift. Oh, so did I just miss one again? Like on that first thing? Jump down. Think you have to jump it while going down. I could just jump down there, I think. Isn't that a platform there? Pretty sure that's just a safe platform. Like that? Yeah, no problem. that is a respawn point, isn't it? So that implies that that is the boss. So is there a different... Is there somewhere else I can go further down here? Because assuming that goes to the boss fight, I'd rather do the other thing first. I'm not sure there is another thing here. Just that random part. Yeah, but Zanarin said there was something else to find in the same... That there was another tunnel. This seems to be the only way to go that I can see. Be wary of taking all on at once in short patrolling ahead. That's fair. Fair advice. Oh. There's two platforms that might have things on each left. Oh, do you mean like the things I jumped down to? Like the... Just the little landings that I jumped down to? Oh, cool. Okay, I think I saw everything then, didn't I? Pretty sure I saw everything. Also, why have they set up their mine? Like, if that was like a little weird... I was talking earlier about the aesthetic of like hidden secrets, right? So like, if this is a hidden secret because you have to literally jump off the lift to get to it, but it's filled with guys that are extremely slow moving that couldn't possibly have the reflexes to jump off the lift in time, and yet this is where they do their job. I'm not happy about that world building at all. That doesn't make any sense. Like, as a way to show like an old abandoned tunnel that like some weird monster lives in it. That's a really cool way to like accomplish that. But as a way to just get access to an extra bit of more mine, that's really strange. Well, they have to leave the tunnel, right? Because someone has to pick up the stones that they drop, right? They must be dropping these stones for a reason. Did I miss that? I mean, I guess they could be mining for no reason, but that is also bad world building, because then they're just randomly mining for no reason rather than... I'm not going to try and read that. Like, it's cool if, like, there's a sort of general sense that the place I'm in is kind of lived in, because, like, Godric or whoever it is at the castle is sending people out for different purposes, and that's really cool. The Golden Rune 1. Really? Item crafting? What? Ooh, somber smithing stone. Yeah, fair enough. That's pretty cool. In this game, you say in Dark Souls people went hollow and kept mindlessly doing things. Yeah, I guess it's conceivable that there's some sort of curse on this mine and everyone's just mining pointlessly for no reason. I mean, my opinion is that lore-wise, I think that's just a slight misuse of that trope. I think a secret passage is a really cool way to like hide something, and just a bit of a rubbish way to like have something which is functional. Do I want my sword for this? Maybe? Stone Digger Troll. Has this thing got a rocky hide? Can't really tell. Seems kind of badass though. Yeah, that looks like rock. Whoa! There was a thing that said it had like a... It had a weak point in its head or something like that. Old wounds in its head, I think it said. It's possible you can stop the lift halfway if there's someone at the lever. Yes! Okay, good. That's a good lore explanation, yes. They don't work by themselves, they work together in teams. And they just have a man that pulls the lever for them. And the button is just in case a nearby adventurer wants to use the lift. This is one of the longer boss run backs I've had to do. Alright, let's do this. Can I summon in here? Yes. Ready? +1. Oh. Clearly wrong. Aha! What? Yeah. Huh. Yep. Guess I rule. Visions of precious item. I mean, there's a shitload of gold there. What is that? It looks like gold. Is that a huge vein of gold? Is that it? Oh, that's mine. Quite a lot of souls. I think they're a hoard of golden coins. Didn't grab my souls, sorry. Are they coins? No, I don't think they are coins. No, it's rock. It's ore with gold in it. Or glowing. So it's glowing. I don't think it is gold. Whatever it is, it's glowing. Okay, am I done here? I guess so. Let's get out. That should mean I can go do a shitload more upgrading. I can upgrade. So, okay, so now I figured out this mace is useful. Well, actually, I mean, do I want the mace? Oh, you think they could be smithing stones? No, because the smithing stones were like a yellow crystal, and that wasn't a yellow crystal. I think it probably was supposed to be gold. Hey, buddy.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
So I want to upgrade my kite shield some more. But then what do I need to upgrade? That one needs... So I need to save up more smithing stone too, so I don't want to waste those on my shield. Especially as it will once again not upgrade its guard. I could upgrade my mace. I'm intrigued to know if there's a better blunt weapon, but I guess I don't have one, so at the same time it sort of doesn't matter. I feel like for now a mace fits my idiom. So let's upgrade that. But then I need... Oh, okay, so that didn't... That entire mine full of smithing stones didn't do me very much good, did it? Never mind. Can't believe they're called strike weapons. Right. It's late. I probably ought to stop soon. Is there some short thing I can do before I stop? No, I probably ought to send my daughter to the toilet, actually. Let's go see if there's another piece of knight armor to buy. Because that's obviously the best use of my items. I should probably look up, so there's a thing I can give them, right? I don't have any. So these are, so I guess this is the start armor, these are the start weapons, I assume, for the other classes. So I could have been playing like a one-handed rapier user? Is that a thing? Is that a thing in this game? Or do I use like a fencing dagger in my offhand or something like that? Oh yeah, did I buy the mace? Yeah, I think I bought the mace. I can't afford knight armor at the moment. Is it worth buying this stuff, or am I just going to find it later? 'Cause it's kind of a waste of massive amount of souls if I'm just going to find all this stuff in a chest somewhere. I don't really want to bother buying it. Don't think I find that set. Okay, I might as well buy it then. Although if I can't wear it, that's also kind of annoying. I don't know. Maybe I won't bother for now. Or maybe I'll just go farm up some more stuff. So what did I achieve today? Not very much. I wandered around a lot. I don't feel like I'm in a better position to handle the castle, really. I guess I did upgrade my longsword slightly. But I haven't actually leveled up. Oh no, I leveled up once, right? But I could sit and grind to level up. But that doesn't feel like very good use of time. I got the flask thing, but I didn't get any of the things to use it with. I guess, oh, could go south. Yeah, okay. So that's a good thing to do next. Might wander out there if I have some spare time. Otherwise, I feel like I probably ought to throw myself back at those castles some more. Go to minor Erd trees for more tears. They're the tree icons. Like these. Because I went here, but I didn't find anything. Maybe I missed something. Go there now. Maybe I didn't. I probably just didn't explore it enough. Let's try that, and then I can stop. I do feel very knightly with a mace. It's good luck. Oh. I think a mace suits this helmet, like historically. Minor Erd tree. Yep. Good call. Oh, what was that? There's something there. That's a hit point thing, isn't it? Is there any point smashing those if I don't need the healing flasks? I don't really understand what the point of them is. Because they replenish your flasks, don't they? But I don't... That's not a useful thing to do in the open world, so I don't really understand what they're for. Spiked cracked tear and greens. Oh, okay, I got 2 there. Oh, interesting. Weird that I didn't get 2 from the place where I picked up the flask thing, so I couldn't immediately do something with it. That was a bit strange. So is this thing something I should be interacting with, or have I... Oh, it's gone now. There was something there. I can hear a sparkle sound. Or is that... Oh, that's these things, isn't it? The weird balls. Yeah, that's a very strange mechanic. You'd think they'd give you like a fraction of a you know, the golden bell or whatever it is that lets you get more flasks. It would make sense to have them tied to that in some way, but if they gave you like 1/10 each or something like that, seeds, yeah. I just need to silence their awful screaming, so they have to die. 4 souls, yeah, nice. Right, well I think that's probably a good place to leave it. Ah, leave game. Right. Cheers guys, see you all later.